I am here today to share my 28-week pregnancy update with you. That's right, I'm 28 weeks now, which is kind of crazy. You'll have to forgive me if I seem a little tired or less enthusiastic. I think I'm coming down with something. I woke up with a pretty bad sore throat, and that's usually how my colds start. I haven't had a cold in forever, and the last time, it's been like a long time even since I've had a sore throat, and the last couple of times I did, the sore throat kind of resolved itself. But I know your immune system's a little bit different when you're pregnant, so I don't know. I've been around a lot of sick people lately. I think it was kind of inevitable. But I hope I'm not coming down with something, but I fear I might be. Anyway, I apologize if I'm like a little off. Aww, they like seeing your face. Oh well, we'll let her be. I'm sorry, Whitney turned around. You don't want to say hi to the people? Come here. Can you go around? Hi. Oh, you want to sit there? Go ahead. You can sit there. Okay. We'll do a quick change here. Oh, you're such a sweet girl. I know. She's so cute. Anyway, got totally distracted there. Let's go into the usual bit. I start off by kind of telling you my weekly stats, any symptoms I've been experiencing, anything that's kind of happened that's pregnancy or baby related this week. I answer some of your questions that you guys left in the comments from last week's video, and then I show you anything I've hauled or received as gifts that's baby or pregnancy related. Okay, so I've gained 1 pound again. Is it 22 now? It's getting a little bit hard to keep track. I think I'm up to 22 pounds total. So that's good. Bump is definitely bumpalicious. It's still growing. I felt like there was a really big change in my 27-week update, and it's maybe a little more subtle this week, but it's still changing and growing, and I just love it. I do. I love it. I am just placed a big order for some like cold weather maternity items that I wanted, especially some coats and a couple of sweaters. So I'll probably end up doing a haul in a few weeks once all that comes and I've got it all sorted for you guys, but that'll be a separate video from my update. So yes, I'm excited, but so far the things I had bought in the summer and just some of my pre-pregnancy items, especially like my flyaway sweaters and things like that, have been working out great. So I haven't had a need for anything just yet, but it's getting to that point now where I need some coats and things that fit me. Craving still cereal. I am on such a cereal kick. I've been through like 2 boxes in like 3 weeks, and I'm the only one eating it. But I have it every day. I used to have breakfast. I always have breakfast. I used to have eggs for breakfast every day, and I just kind of got tired of eggs. So I'm taking a break from eggs and I'm having some cereal, but then I'll also have, like a peanut butter with banana or something too, or a little bit later, just so I get some protein in there. There's some protein in the cereal that I've chosen. It's made from legumes. So, but yeah, I don't know. And there's protein in the milk too. I've just really been enjoying that. It just feels so refreshing. Still, version is still fish. That hasn't changed. I still enjoy seafood, although I've been a little bit less keen on shrimp than I used to be. So there's that. The baby is the size, I keep looking down, I'm looking at my notes. I know it's distracting, but I can't keep anything in my brain for more than like 5 minutes. That's funny, for more than like 5 seconds, let's be honest. Okay, the baby is this week statistically average, would be the size of a head of cauliflower, they say. And this is from my What to Expect app, which is equivalent to 16 inches from head to toe and 2.5 pounds. So she's definitely, she's growing. And the phone is ringing, that's odd. And she's pushing on my belly. You pushing on mama? She's like, pick up the phone, Mom. No, just kidding. Symptoms this week. I really have been feeling very good. The new bras helped so so much. I've only been wearing them for a week, but I can say my outright favorite is the Bravado bras that I shared last week. So far, I mean, it's been a week, and I wore those maybe like 4 out of the 7 days last week, like all day, and I feel like they still look pretty natural, like pretty nice. I still wear my underwear bras, and I've been wearing my new ones, and I just haven't had that kind of chest restriction since I went up a size, so that kind of took care of that problem. Let's see, and really I've just been feeling fine, except towards the end of the week, I noticed that I was tiring a lot more easily, and I honestly think it might not necessarily be pregnancy related. I think it's because I've been fighting off this bug that I might have succumbed to. I'm not sure. But the weekend, like we had a really busy weekend with friends and family, which was awesome. But it was like I was really tired, especially on Saturday. I was pretty exhausted. But I really think it's because I've been fighting this off, whatever this bug is. I'm sure some of it's pregnancy related as well. But who's not to say that I wouldn't have gotten sick had I not been pregnant, because I've seriously been around so many sick people over the last month, and I've just been kind of like amazed that I haven't gotten sick, so we'll see. Other than that, I had a really good week in pregnancy land. I felt good. I've been very happy and focused. I've noticed that my priorities are now starting to shift. I think I talked last week about just being really into posting and my content, and that's just been a real priority for me for the entirety of my pregnancy. Basically, since I rebranded, I've just been so, revved up about it. But now I feel like I'm definitely getting a bit more nesty again. I've always been kind of a nesty person. I like picking up my house. I like making it look nice. I like keeping it organized. But I'm noticing that it's picked up a bit, and I'm like starting to work more on the nursery and stuff, and it's really exciting. And I just feel like it's starting to shift now, which is kind of what I thought would happen, and seems really natural to me now that I'm in the final trimester. I'm in the final phase here. It just makes sense to me that it would naturally happen at this time, and that's kind of what I expected. So I feel like my posting's gonna start slowing down a bit. I still plan on posting up until baby comes, and then hopefully after she comes too. I don't plan on stopping. I just don't know what will happen once I have a baby, a newborn. So there might be a period of time that's a bit of an adjustment, and things might shift a little bit, but I still love sharing, and I don't foresee that changing in at least the foreseeable future, I guess I should say. So yes, speaking of things that happened this week, I finally picked out the paint for the nursery. I went with a Benjamin Moore color. I believe it's called Lambskin. I shared it on Snapchat, which you can also see on my weekly vlog compilation that I put up on this channel. But I like it a lot. We're having it painted this week, so I'm hoping, once the room is done, it'll look really nice and put together. And I also started researching. I did a little bit of research on like rugs and window treatments and stuff a while back, maybe like a couple months ago. But this week that's like my focus this week, is to kind of work through what I want to do with the windows and what I want to do with the floor. I would definitely want to get an area rug. And also, my handyman who's coming to paint the room this week is I hate the closet doors on the nursery. What the closet doors are now, I dislike them. So he's gonna take them down and look into something else for me. We're not quite sure what will work yet, because it's a really wide closet. It's like a reach-in closet, but it's really wide. And I'm going to be working on customizing the closet using Alpha. Probably in the next few weeks, I'll be working on that. I already have Alpha installed. I installed it when we moved in, when we bought the house, over 8 years ago now. But there's nothing in there right now. I think there's one shelf at the top, and that's it. But the brackets are in. The standards are in, so I can clip in any arrangement of shelves I want. And I do have some on hand that I can pick and choose from, but I have a feeling I'll end up buying a couple things. And I love Alpha because you can really customize it. I can change it as baby girl grows and her needs grow. I think my plan is to store the children's books in there too, at least for now, since she doesn't need that much closet space just yet. And then we can move those on. I mean, I'm gonna share all of this with you guys in separate video and blog post form, like how the nursery comes together. But it probably won't be for quite a while because it's gonna be a while before we get the furniture. But I am like working on the room and I'm getting really excited about it. And the other exciting thing that happened this past week is I pre-registered for my hospital. My doctor recommends doing it 3 months before delivery, and that date came, or your expected due date, I guess I should say. You don't know when you're gonna deliver. And that day came and went, so I registered. So that's all done, which is exciting. And that's about it for this week. So now I'm gonna answer some of your questions that you guys left me in the comments from last week. I've just picked 3 just because you guys know these videos are long enough already, right? I got a question asking about if I've had any pregnancy massages or if I, do that regularly for, pregnancy relief or whatever. I have had a few when we've been away. So I had I had 2 when we were in Utah, and I went to the spa with my husband a couple of times. We had a couples massage and I did a prenatal version. That was my first experience, and that was really nice. They had this like special pillow so I could like lie face down, but my belly was like kind of floating. It was really nice. And then I had a couple when we were in Hawaii, and they were a little bit different. They weren't as comfortable, I would say, because they didn't do the pillow thing. They had me on my side, which is okay, but I think I prefer the face down and the pregnancy pillow thing. And I enjoyed all of those. I mean, they were, such a treat. I haven't like looked into doing that at home or anything. I really haven't had that many aches or pains or anything. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to have somebody rub my back, but it's not like I'm dying. Not yet, at least. But we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of people that provide those around here. I think it's a really nice treat and definitely a wonderful gift for an expecting mom to give a gift certificate for a prenatal massage at a place that's, well established and known to have licensed prenatal therapists, because there are certain things that you're not supposed to do, or I mean, it's just better to know that you're with somebody who knows what they're doing. But it is definitely a treat. So yes, I've had several, but it's really only been when I'm away and as a special treat. Second question, have I thought about hiring a doula? I don't know a ton about doulas aside from the fact that a lot of people swear by them, love having doulas, and a doula is basically a person who can assist in your pregnancy and your labor and your delivery, who isn't necessarily a medical person, but they're very, very knowledgeable about medical things, but they're not also necessarily your like birth coach or birth partner, which might be your husband or your mom or whoever. For me, it's Don, my husband. It's like kind of an intermediary between you and your birth partner, and then also however you're having your child, in a hospital or at home or whatever you plan on doing. And well, I don't even know if I really considered it, because I am really, 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 really private about things like childbirth, and I just didn't get to the point where I felt like comfortable like looking into it, because I couldn't imagine myself wanting somebody else that I didn't know, aside from the medical staff that's going to be at the hospital where I hope to give birth, other than my husband in delivery with me. That just does not sound appealing to me personally. And I'm sure that there are wonderful doulas out there, but I feel like I would have had to have started working on a relationship with a doula at the very beginning of my pregnancy for a chance for me to be comfortable enough to use the doula in the actual like labor and delivery process. And I did not do that. And now it's, we're in the last trimester, and it's just not gonna happen. But I know that a lot of people really, really really recommend using doulas, and I totally recommend doing your research on them. If you're pregnant and interested, it didn't end up working out for me as an option, but it's not like I had some opposition to it in terms of, I don't know why. It's more just like a personal, like, privacy, and it takes me a really long time to feel comfortable around people in person. Like, I'm very natural and comfortable on camera, but in person it takes me a really long time to get to this point in my relationships. So I would have had to have started that even before I conceived, probably. So that's not going to happen this time around, but you never know. Maybe next time, if there's a next time. I don't know what will happen. And then the third question I've gotten a couple of times in the last video, actually, I noticed throughout the comments, if I have any fears or, well, yeah, basically fears about delivery. And honestly, I do not. And I'm a little surprised that I do not. Like, I really haven't thought about the birth part that much. To be honest, I've been very focused on the here and now, on working through, you know, my pregnancy at the stage that I'm at. And of course, I'm now, you know, doing more advanced planning with the nursery and the gear and all that. But I honestly haven't been focused on it, I became aware that I really don't have any fears as of yet. I mean, there's still time to get some. I really didn't have any fears, because when we were at that yoga for childbirth workshop I talked about last week, that was a question that was asked. We were asked what our birth tiger is, and basically what your fear is about birth. And I couldn't think of anything aside from the fact that my worst, like, that I would be most worried about just the health and safety of our baby. I mean, that is my #1 primary concern, and really that's my only concern with delivery. I know it's not going to be easy, and I know it's not going to be necessarily fun, and I just don't know what it will be like because I'm not there yet, but I know it will be painful and a challenge. But honestly, I'm so like hyper focused on just having and hoping for having a healthy child, that I think if there are any fears that are lurking in there, they're not on the forefront, but if I have any, it would be about the health of our child. And I think those are things that'll come up, like, more if something goes wrong or if something happens during labor or delivery that is concerning. I think that's when those will surface, but there's really nothing to be worried about yet because I'm not there yet, and all of my pregnancy tests and prenatal tests have come back 100% normal and healthy to come out, right? I meant to say healthy results. So yeah, no, not really. I'm prepared to do whatever is necessary to ensure that my child has the best chance of coming into this world safely and as healthy as possible. So yeah, I think that's my honest answer. Right, so if you guys have any questions for me that you'd like to ask that are baby or pregnancy related, please leave them in the comments below and I'll pick a few to answer next week. I always enjoy answering your questions. And now I'm going to show you a couple of things. This is like the haul gift portion of the video, so if you don't like this part, now you can say goodbye and see me next week. But just be sure to check out my blog post because I put my little comparison bump shots, so you can see those there if you want to see how I've grown over the last week and since 8 weeks when I took my first picture, and I always put the 8-week photo and my comparison shot as well. So I bought a few books, and honestly I'm not planning on reading all of these from cover to cover, but I bought them. First of all, The Happiest Baby on the Block. This was highly recommended to me. It's gotten great reviews. It looks like a pretty easy read. I'm planning on reading this one in its entirety, but I bought that, and that's by Harvey Karp, who's a doctor, an MD. So I bought that, and then I bought the Mayo Clinic's Guide to Your Baby's First Year. I bought the Mayo Clinic Guide to Pregnancy. That was really the only pregnancy book I read. Like, you know, about what to expect kind of book. I didn't read the What to Expect book, but it's that kind of book, and I enjoyed it. So I bought this, and I just, you know, I'll probably start with it and then read up to a certain point and then just have it on hand for reference if I want. It's just good to have information. And then Baby 411, this is by Dr. Ari Brown and Denise Fields. Denise Fields and her husband, Alan, I think, wrote the Baby Bargains book that I have heavily relied on for advice on baby gear, and I really enjoyed it. And this book got really good reviews. This is just something I want to have on hand. Like I said, with the other one, it might not necessarily be something I read cover to cover, but something I want to have on hand to reference. So I just like having those kinds of things, just, you know, just to get information from different places. I don't tend to follow one way. Like when I read a book, I'm not like, this is it, this is the end all be all, but I like to pick and choose what I like from it and kind of take it from there. My parents actually were recently traveling in Eastern Europe, and they went to a Stief, I believe that's how you pronounce it, store, and they bought this little lamb for baby girl. Little Stief lamb. It is so soft and cute, and that was just really sweet of them to think of, you know, baby while they were on their trip. My mom also bought me a beautiful garnet necklace. Garnet is January's birthstone. That's my birth month is January, so it's my birthstone. And it most likely will be baby girl's as well because of when her due date is, but I just thought this was really cute. Lamb. And then we did receive some really sweet gifts from you guys this week. Thank you so much for thinking of us. It's really your kind words and cards and notes that mean the most to us. And some of you have also thoughtfully sent things as well for baby, which is just sweet. Starting with this sweet tea golf set. This is really, really cute. This is from Taryn from Canada. And she said it might be a little bit boyish. Look, I just spilled water all over everything, so sorry if things are wet. Might look a little bit boyish, but she thought, you know, she couldn't resist for Dawn. I left it in the box because it's so freaking cute. It's like a little golf cart. But let me show you. The little top is actually a little hat. I want to kind of keep it together because I want to show Dawn when he gets home from work. Then there's these little booties that are like golf shoes. This is just like hilarious. Oh, is it taped in there? Interesting. And then there's a little onesie that looks like a golf shirt. Super, super cute. Dawn's gonna get a kick out of this. So thank you, Taryn. That was really, really thoughtful. Tallulah from England sent this card and this really cute kind of take along clip-on board book. And it's the Hello Gruffalo book. And she said she really enjoyed this series growing up. She's all grown up now, but I thought this was really cute. I haven't seen any little books, little board books like this that you can like attach to your stroller or a toy bar or whatever. So I thought that was really cute and very, very sweet and thoughtful. So thank you so much, Tallulah, for thinking of us. We got another book to add to our collection from Deb from Wisconsin. Time for Cranberries by Liesl, oh, I'm just going to butcher this. Liesl Dettelsven? Just don't know. This is really sweet, but what's even sweeter is that Deb actually met the author and had her inscribe and sign the book for us. It says, "To the Ross family, time for reading." How cute is that? And it's got really gorgeous artwork in it too, just really, really pretty. So look forward to reading that to baby girl. And then Sandy from Texas sent us this sweet card and note. And she included a couple of Gymboree blankets that she said her kids loved when they were little. Really, really cute. This one has a little squirrel on it and actually all sorts of little squirrel critters all over it. And then this one's hedgehog themed, and they feel really nice. They're light, but they're, you know, they're kind of like double lined. They seem really nice. That was really, really sweet and thoughtful. So thank you so much, Sandy. She also included a coupon for Gymboree, which was thoughtful. We got some wonderful cards and notes in the mail as well. This one from Nadia, who sends wishes, well wishes. And this lovely card from Germany, it's in German. It's from Christina. Really, really sweet, and she included some helpful advice. And Jana from Canada sent this sweet card and some magazines and literature on chiropractic care, because she knows that I'm interested in all kinds of medicine. I thought that was really thoughtful of her to send, you know, to send that sort of thing. She actually works in a chiropractor practice in Canada, and she just wanted to share some of her wealth of knowledge. So those were the wonderful cards and gifts we received from you guys. Thank you so much. Just means a lot to us. And I mean, really, your words mean so much to me, whether it's in a comment here on YouTube or on my social media, or if you send me a letter or an email. You guys are just the sweetest, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate your support. So hopefully I'll be back next week and reporting that I didn't get sick and I'm just feeling fabulous. Hopefully. And I hope all of you guys are well and staying well. I guess this bug is really going around because like most of our family members have gotten it. And some of our friends too. I hope you guys are well. Thank you so much for watching and take good care. Bye you guys.